Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to M.I.C Project Social Action Contest. I'm NK, and I will be host the contest. I'm a little nervous. Please understand if I make a little mistake. Today's contest was attended by project participants and those interested in the project. I'd like to thank you all for joining Social Action Contest. Today's contest is being recorded and will be uploaded via YouTube later. Before we start the contest, I wanna make a rule. I'm going to make today's rules for smooth communication with you. It's gesture like this. First, what if I ask something? If you get it or no, you can this gesture. Do you understand? Follow me. Do you understand? Okay, thank you. Second, what if I say something? If you don't know, you can do this gesture. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay. 제 말 이해하셨으면 제스처를 한번 취해주세요. Okay. Many, Mr. No, you're young. You can't understand my word. Okay. Third, it's a gesture for all the presenters that will come out. Whenever someone comes out to present, please give a big applause. Follow me. Yes. Finally, when presentation is over, raise your hands above your head and applaud the present. Follow me. Okay, thank you. That's exactly. So, do you memorize all the rules for today? Okay, thank you, Ateyanshir. So, let's start with the social action contest program. Wait a minute. Our staff share 55. Yes. You can see the program on the screen. You can see the program on the screen. After the presentation of the M.I.C Project overview and introduction of judging and guidance on evaluation method, the presentation of 5 teams will begin. When the presentation begins, please focus on the story of 5 teams that have done a really great social action for 3 months. And when all the presentations are over, I will announce the results and awards. Please stay with us until the end. Before presenting the overview of M.I.C Project, there is a guest who came to encourage the 5 teams. Ate Gina, President from Hope Planet, Philippines. Ate, please say a word of support to the teams who worked hard for 3 months. Everyone, please give her big applause. Ate Gina, turn on the mic. Turn on the mic.
Good
Hey,
afternoon.
we cannot hear your voice.
Okay, wait. I will increase the
Yes, yes.
volume.
Yeah, it's okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon. The M.I.C project began on January 8, 2023, when we were in Puerto Galera. Ate Yonsil shared B Society's wonderful project with us. That's when we started forming 5 groups, each consisting of 4 members. On February 11, we held a workshop to ensure everyone understood what needed to be done for the M.I.C. Numerous meetings and coordination were carried out to implement the planned activities. Lucky 9 completed their first activity on March 25, Team Libot on March 26, Project Dumagat and Purple Hearts on April 2, and Light with Hope on May 1. The initiated activities continued and were followed by many more endeavors. Each group encountered challenges, but they didn't let these obstacles hinder them from abandoning their work. I witnessed their determination to accomplish the planned task, and it is inspiring to see the perseverance of everyone involved. It wasn't easy, especially for those who were new to this type of project, but you all made an effort to finish it until reaching this day. On June 4, 2023, I participated in a collaborative activity with Team Dumagat and Light with Hope in Bulacan. It was just one day, but I felt extremely tired, probably due to the long and difficult journey, as well as the unfavorable weather conditions, especially while carrying additional materials. I couldn't help but wish that one of the alumni involved had a vehicle to facilitate the execution of the work in their chosen location, as the journey was quite challenging. If I experienced such hardship, even though I only joined once, I can only imagine how the teams felt having to return multiple times for their activities in that area. They often had to go on Sundays, their free day, and would arrive late at night. The next day, they had to wake up early to go to work. It was then that I realized those who joined and accepted this M.I.C project were alumni with a passion for genuine service and change. They are willing to sacrifice their time, energy, and sometimes even money to carry out and deliver the projects to their target beneficiaries. Because of that, I deeply admire everyone who was part of this M.I.C project. I salute all of you. I saw that there is so much more that can be done, especially in the place I visited. Anadel, ingay mo.
you.
Thank you, Anadel.
Thank you for a warm and kind message.
Wait, not yet done. Wait, I will finish it. I saw that there is so much more that can be done, especially in the place I visited. It made me think, it's a good thing B Society brought the M.I.C project to us because through it, we became aware that there is still a lot we can do, especially in remote areas where the government's assistance doesn't reach as much. I hope you continue what you have started to further encourage others to join your advocacy. Even though our actions may be small and our current success may be modest, they are still actions and successes that pave the way for change. Let us always remember that if we desire change, we need to start it ourselves. So let us continue for the sake of our community and country. Dahil kung hindi tayo, sino pa ang pwedeng kumilos para sa atin? Kamsahamnida B Society for your effort in making this project possible. Congratulations everyone and have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Ate. I'm sorry to interrupt. I hope her message was a great help to the teams. The following is a presentation of the M.I.C Project's overview. Vice President of B Society, Ate Yeonsil, will be present. Ate Yeonsil, please come and
Yes,
present.
hello everyone. Actually, I think already Athena explained about this project, but I remind again, okay? And I'm very pleased to see you all again here after you finish this project very well. And I am very excited because we can share what you made impacts and then what did you do in the Philippines. So I am so excited. Please wait, I will share the presentation. Can you watch this presentation? Okay, first of all, I want to explain about the purpose of M.I.C Project. The M.I.C Project is the social change project in order to empower local youth to the change to the better society on their own. Having visited to the Philippines for over the last 10 years, I could feel energy and interest and determination of Filipino youth to change the world. So, the society thought rather than outsider leading the social change, it is nearly important for local people to discover social problems and find solutions by themselves. So that's why we planned and we implemented this project. And micro project is consisted of four stages. First step is application. Actually, that time we are afraid if others don't apply this project, but we are really surprised because many people have interested about this project. So we can get 20 joiners and then we could start this project. And then second stage is the workshop. Actually, we wanted to meet you guys in the Philippines, so we had a workshop in the Philippines. And then next third step is nearly important because it is just nearly doing action. You are doing social actions. So and then I nearly appreciate you do very this good job. And then final stage is today. And then as I explained, the Filipino youth for this project have designed various activities to solve social problems. They have spent 3 months implementing these activities, creating and promoting content that encourage public participation. To support this, the society provided workshop activity funds and prize funds for follow-up and infinite support of our staff, Mingang and Grace. And our 5 teams have focused on various categories of social issues. Compared with the UN SDGs, our teams are covering more 50% of UN SDGs issues. I think it means our Filipino youth want to make a sustainable society for the Philippines. And I wish, even though this first project is finished, but I want our Filipino youth to keep their interest to these various social issues and expand their activities more and more. And for the last, I want to let you know about the effects of this project. Through our measurement of commitment about social change, we can watch there is positive effects. And through our satisfaction survey, we could know this project is leading lots of good impact, personal growth, leadership, understanding of social problems, and challenge spirits for solving social problems. I think it looks a small project, but our Filipino youth are making this is big project. So the society decided we will launch this project again soon. So I wish you already had this project, but you can enter again, and then you can expand. You can invite others. So please keep interest about this project. And thank you for listening my overview. After this, we can watch a short video to give a vivid impression. This video is made by our local staff, Shallow. Where is Shallow? Shalom, can you turn on the voice?
Hi, Ate. Hi, everyone.
Yeah. I wish you can say hello to everyone. Just a short introduction.
Hi, I'm Shello, and Ate Yonsil, what you call it? Asked me to help for this project back when we were starting, but I am also part of a group which is Lucky Nine, and it's such an honor to Ate Yonsil considering me as the local staff for the M.I.C. Thank you.
So we really appreciate all your effort. And then let's watch the video Shalom made.
Yes. How was the video? I think it was time when I run a lot from you guys. Thank you again to 5 teams for great social action. And I will introduce the judge who will head the contest. The judge I'm calling, please speak to us your commitment to contest. First, Mr. Seung-kyun Kim, professor from the Catholic University of Korea. Please give some comments.
Okay. Now start?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Seung-kyun Kim, and I'm a professor at the Department of Social Innovation at the Catholic University of Korea. Personally, it has been a long time since I've heard and spoke English, especially in evaluation situation like this. So I'm very nervous now. However, I heard from Mrs. Zhang and Mr. No and Mingang and Grace of B-Society that you have put in a lot of effort for social change over the past few months, as you showed before. And I was able to confirm that your effort with the data you sent me in advance. So today, I try to learn from your experience for social change and enjoy this moment. So let's have fun together. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
have some comment. He's getting COVID now. He's very sick now, but he is joining here as a judge. Please applaud.
Yeah, I'm impacted. So
So much.
yeah.
Next, Mrs. Bu Young-cho, Camp Asia International Country Director. Please give some comments.
Okay, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pu Young-cho. I'm working in the Philippines as a country director of the Camp International. So thank you for inviting me today for this nice project to see and then evaluate. Actually, I believe our young people from Filipino can make a bigger impact and bigger changes for the society. So I'm really excited to see your presentation, and I will learn, I will listen, and I hope to enjoy this moment. Thank you so much. Let's enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, Mr. Jae-ho Choi, Executive Director from Hyundai Motor Group, Jeongmong-gu Foundation. Please give some comments.
Good afternoon. My name is John Choi. I'm very happy to see you guys here in online, and it's a good chance to meet MG generation of the Philippines. So I'm wondering what you are trying to solve your social problem, and I'm very excited to hear your presentation today. So it would be very interesting. Then I also learn a lot from you, and it would be very good opportunity for me to understand about the Philippines social problem and your MG generation's thought. So it was a good chance and nice to meet you here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, my boss, Mr. Il-sik No, President from the Society. Please give
Hello
some.
everyone. Hello everyone. I'm Kaino of B Society. It's been a while we meet again. I love all 5 teams, so I will judge fairly. I hope you present your activities with confidence. Shut up. Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate for joining us as judge for today. I will explain you about evaluation method. The total presentation time is 20 minutes. All teams have to keep the 15 minutes presentation. I will inform that there's a 5 minutes left, like this. After presentation, team will be given a 5 minutes Q&A session. If judges have any question about team presentation, you can raise your hand and ask question. The criteria consists of four items. With the average score of 4 judges, 3 teams will be selected according to the highest score. The prize money is like this. The winning teams can get the prize money from Atejina. The society deposits the prize money to Atejina in advance. So after the contest, go find Atejina and take the prize money. The order of presentation is as follows: light with hope, team reward, project Jumaga, Purple Heart, Lucky 9. So are you ready for the presentation?
Yes.
Let's start. The first presentation team is Light with Hope. Joseph will present social action. Please share the PPT file on the screen, and if you're ready, start the presentation. Everyone, please applause.
All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Are you able to see my screen? The one I'm sharing? Light with Hope?
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right. Try. Okay. How about this? All right. So, I just want to say, first things first, that thank you for giving the opportunity for a lifetime being part of this wonderful M.I.C project. It's been like February 11 since the first day that we met, and it's already June. Time flies, I guess, especially if we had this type of project. And before I proceed with our presentation for Light with Hope, let me just introduce myself first. My name is Joseph Iborja. I'm one of the team members, and our team leader is Anadel Rudio, and Michelle, and also Shelly, and also Michael Kalala. So, Light with Hope, and our tagline is in light, there is always hope. Okay? So, Light with Hope is just a small project that we aim during at the beginning of the stage. So it's just only to assist those in the community who lack access to electricity and usually relied on candles as their source of light and gas lamps. It's a sad to think that in 2023 there are still this community in within the metro that still uses this type of their source of light. And what we are aiming for is to change it because there is an incident before in Marala, somewhere here in Balotondo, Maynila, in Barangay 129. There was a fire, and usually the cause of fire are those candles or gas lights or gas burners. So that is the spark of our project, is to at least avoid those type of incident because fire can cause lives and also destroy their home, everything that they built for. So with that simple spark, that's where we come in, and we aim to provide them a sustainable lighting system. And these our beneficiaries, the people of Marala in Barangay 129, and I'm happy that I am their instructor of the day. And it is like a first time that I had this big project to be part of. This is like a milestone for all of the team members that are involved in this project. And I really hope that we can be able to acquire more communities that we can. And because of that project, that idea that we wanted to have them a more sustainable source of light instead of using the traditional one, we were able to reach out to our folks in Dumagat. These are the tribes who live in the mountain in the remote areas of Bulacan. And we are fortunate to work with Dumag-Ak team. And I would say this is one of the memorable journey that I had because just like what Ate Gina mentioned, just only one day. You know, it reminds me of when we go to Bataan with Ate Ate Yoncil. So imagine the trek. But it at the end of the day, even how tired we are, how many solar panels that we bring to the community, their smile alone, they say a simple thank you, really relieve us and help us to pursue our goal to make a change. It just started with a spark, just for the Marala people. But now we were able to touch someone in the mountains, someone in the remote area. And of course, it's not a walk in the park. We have problems that we encounter. One of it is electrical engineering, those who are going to help us to work on with the project because we are not professionals. We are a game changer. And we wanted to know, we wanted to be equipped with skills that we can share with the other. And also for the materials that we will need to use to give them, and also an electrician that were able to work with us with the design that we want. And there are a lot of um, designs that we do. There are a lot of prototypes that we do to make it more sustainable. And we had a lot of failures because of those designs. That's why we were able to work with our electrician. He was able to design a very simple system, a sturdy system, and that can detach from the solar panel. And of course, solar lights are very costly. So what we are for the action that we taken, we scout, we use the social media to research about it, and also we use the we use some shopping app to less down the cost. Okay. So this is the implementation process. We canvas first, we look for our trainer, we visit the target community. I thought that the Smoky Mountain in 129 is so hard, but when I go to Bulacan, it's a different level. You know, the dedication is there. And we our venue started in SRD Kongkokyo, and this is our training setup for our pictures, and also that you can see on the video that was shown before. And also thank you for Dumag-Ak for the collaboration, for giving us the opportunity to touch another community aside from Aral. And for our project assessments, this is the outcome that we had. So let me just share you a quick story about this. As you can see on the picture, this is a small home in Dumagan. One of them, so their source of electricity is on the tribal hub, most of it. But the people who are living in the community, most of them don't have access because because the distance of their house to the main line, to the city or to the province line to get electricity is very hard. That's why this young lady is very thankful because they were able to receive such a source of light, especially at night because it's super dark in their area. And as you can see where they live, they just only rely on bamboo materials for their home. So that's why it was fortunate. I was taught with this project that I am fortunate enough to live in the metro. And this is for the people of Marala who were the survivors of the fire last year in November 2022. They're really happy. And there's also one. So this beneficiaries, they live on top of the trash mountain in Marala in 129, and this is one of their source of light. And we're really glad that they were able to use it. And I visit that for some time because I live near the in Marala. And these are some of their feedbacks. And basically they just really thankful that they were able to be part and were able to receive at least, imagine, with the simple spark of light, it gave them hope. It gave them a light that they can use on every day without paying any electricity bill, can be sustainable. They can use it as a livelihood. They can build it on themselves. You know, and that's what we are aiming for, and we were able to achieve it with the help of M.I.C Project, with the help of my teammates, and I'm really glad that I'm here right now presenting this project, and hopefully we can be able to have this much bigger. And I just want to say thank you for this chance. Thank you for everyone for your time, for spending your time today. And I just wanted to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers that we have on the chat and in this room. And again, my name is Joseph Borja. This is Light with Hope. Always remember, in light, there's always hope. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. Josie, do you have any questions? Yes, Mr. Kim, please.
I think I have to say something, so that's why I handle. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for your presentation, and I'm just I just want to ask that with your teammates, do you have any kind of next step thought? I mean, maybe you guys can develop, I mean, upgrade your device, or well, in other way, you can expand your idea to other place, other area. So do you have any kind of things?
Yes. Mr. Kim, we actually have like post-project plans after this 3 months. I know that 3 months is very short, especially for this type of project. And we thought that a simple spark, is just only for the Marala, but it spread like wildfire to other communities, and we want to be that blessing. So we had some post activity that we have in place, and first of all, the first thing that we are trying to overcome is the design itself, because we're trying to make it more sturdier, just like what we had, just like what I present in the problems encounter. There are a lot of prototypes that we had before, so we encounter it. So we are planning to design and work with our technician that we contact with, and hopefully we can find a much suitable option, especially to the community itself, so that they couldn't they don't have or they will not having a hard time finding such materials that can be bought in the Metro Manila. So we are still on that phase, and we are still working with our team. We're still collaborating.
Okay. Do you have any questions? No question? Okay. Yes, Mr. No, please question to Joseph.
It's a simple question. What do you think, how long they can this solar light?
The solar light will last for at least 6 hours to 8 hours for full charge.
I have a question. Have you encountered any kind of conflict or problems among your team members? And if there is, then how do you overcome those kind of challenges among team members?
First of all, it's the schedule, because for the most part, everyone in the team members had their own jobs. So time management is the one that we is the biggest problem for us. But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't hinder us with the desire to help them, especially for those people in Marala. That is the driven that we had, and that is the um, common factor that we have for all the team members, is to help them and to be that agent of change for the community in the little things that we can do.
Mr. Choi, please.
It's very interesting, and you assembled the solar panel and light bulb. So then, compared to normal light bulb, do you have any differentiated technology or some ideas with
Um,
your product?
what we are on the board right now is we are looking at an LED, because it's brighter and it consumes less energy compared to a normal light bulb, but still in the works. It's still in the design process. That's why we're still working with the electricians, with the professionals. In that way, we can also find a a material that is available to the community, that don't need to be outsourced to other city or to any other place. So that's where we at right now. We're still on the drawing board, but hopefully we can be able to find a and that's the first thing, is the LED is the one that we are thinking of, aside from the normal light bulb.
Yeah, but the price would be very expensive if you adapt LED. So how could you solve that price problem?
That's the one that we are looking on right now. That's why we are still canvassing. Um, but for the LED itself, there are much cheaper option when we do our first canvassing. Somewhere here in in Divisoria, in the So there's a big market where we can be able to bargain the prices, especially if we buy in bulks. So it's much more saving. So that's how it's more on a negotiating skills, I guess.
Okay, do you have any question? If you don't have any question, the presentation is where ends the presentation time. The second presentation team is Team Libot. Diana will present social action. Please share the PPT file on the screen, and if you are ready, turn on the timer and start the presentation. Everyone, please applause.
Thank you, Ate. Hello, everyone. So can you see my screen now? Hello, good afternoon. Can you guys see my screen already?
Yes
Hello.
po. Yes po.
Ayun. So to start, let me introduce myself first. So my name is Diana Miranda, and I'm from Project Libot. And before we introduce you our project, I would like you to meet some of my team Libots, which are Mr. John Victor Estremera, Ms. Joshua Ruth Santos, and Mr. Jackie Hong. I believe they're all here in our meeting. So for Project Libot had our slogan, which is a one step forward to a greener Philippines. So what we aim is to create a step, and this step will make a very big change, not only for us, the Team Libot, but also for everyone that had participated and volunteered in this project. So at the beginning of the M.I.C project, or the M.I.C project, each and every group has created our mission, and from that, our mission or our goal, we created a centralized mission for the Project Lipot, which is protecting and preserving the environment for future generations by promoting sustainable practices, raising awareness about environmental issues, and supporting conservation efforts. So this is where Project Lipot focused more about environmental issues, and this is where we start creating our activities. And for the next slide, Project Libot has initially had our output and outcome indicators, which are about counting and impact survey. So for our output indicator, we planned, or our goal was to plant 100 trees, to exchange 200 kilos of rice, and of course, for 100 students to learn about vertical farming. So for our impact surveys, these are more about surveys of the before and after experiences of the participants and the volunteers for each activity. In addition, Project Libot also created a principle wherein this principle was used during the creation of our activities and during our activities itself. So this principle, we call it advocation, which stands for education, advocacy, and action. So for education, we aim to empower individuals, especially the children, because in the Philippines, we have this connotation, that children is the hope of the future. So by education, we would like to teach them the skills they won't be able to learn from school or at home. So the next part is the advocacy, because we want to influence policies and of course the practices, not only the local governments in each cities, but also the communities itself, the people itself, because they are the ones that using the environment, and they should be the one who should be the steward in protecting this environment. And the last one is action. So without action, the education and the advocacy we are planning is nothing. So we have to act each activity, not only by ourselves, but also with the participants and the other volunteers. So with this principle, this is where we start creating our activities. So for our first activity, we had the Basura Mo food pack co activities. This activity is about more on the participants or the children or the students of SRD Concocchio and the residences around the area in Balot Tondo they will bring recycled materials and we will exchange them into food packs. So these are some of the pictures that we've taken during that activity. So in the initial goal or mission of the Project Libot, we have our output indicator, which is to exchange 200 kilos of rice. But then Project Libot was able to exchange not only kilos of rice, but also we changed it to add canned goods and instant noodles for those who participated. So as you can see in the screen, we also had collected these materials during our activity, and we have exchanged with these materials the 70 food packs below. So you can see in the picture that these are the recycled materials we have collected. So I'm very, very happy that we were able to do this activity in Balot Tondo. So here is our outcome indicator. This is where we survey the participants who have joined this activity before and after. So you can see in the chart, in bar chart below or in the screen, is the green part is the before and the white part is the after. And you can see, and everyone can see that there's really a big difference in creating these kinds of activities, as we all know. And then here is the next part. This activity is my favorite part, because we were able to give really we were able to give hope to the children, not only for these children but also those families who were able to join us during this activity. So our second activity was about vertical farming seminar and demo, which was held in Sitio Simona Elementary School with 100 students. So this was the first part, and this was the second part in the picture. So these are just some of the pictures during the activity. As you can see, there were faculty members and there were children playing, and then we also donated seedlings to plant in the schools for their vertical farming activity. So for our output indicator during this activity, we had and completed the 100 students to attend the seminar and demo from our goal, our initial goal of this activity. We also had bystanders or walk-ins who joined the activity and listened about the vertical farming seminar and demo. So before this activity, we have told the children to bring also scrap materials or recycled materials as their registration for the activity. And then in addition, we were able to give away 129 tumblers. So our goal is for them to stop or reduce their use of plastic bottles. So we gave them tumblers. Also, we had different games during this activity, and it was so much fun. We would like to give to make the activity really fun for them, not just all about vertical farming or gardening. Ayan. So next, this is our outcome indicator. As you can see, of these two charts in the screen. The H stands for those who forgot their tumbler before and after. The left part is the before, and then after the activity, a week after the activities, we were able to survey them who still brings their plastic bottles or their own tumblers, or who still buys plastic bottles watered outside. So these are the our outcome indicators. So this one is a survey about them, or we asked them or surveyed them about their experiences. So before is the top part, and the after is the bottom part. So you can see that there's really a big difference before and after these activities that really give us hope. Every step of the way, it gives us the strength to carry on with all the activities and what we really want to teach these children. So these are some of the pictures during the activities. As you can see, these children are really happy during the activity, especially with Kuya Victor. Kuya Victor was the one who facilitated during the games with the children. So they're really happy with Kuya Victor. So for our next activity, we have the mangrove tree planting activity. This activity was our third activity, which was held in Mauban, Quezon last May 14. So for this activity, why we choose Bakawan? Actually, before this activity, we really depend on the local government because the Bakawan or the seedlings or the saplings that we used were all donated by the local municipality of Mauban, Quezon. Also, the transportation of the seedlings from the municipality up to the planting area was also donated by the local municipality. So we're really happy this because there are really people, there are really groups, that they really want to help and give support in these kinds of activities. So Bakawan is good for coastal protection, biodiversity support, carbon sequestration, and so on. So for our output indicator, before we only planned to plant 100 trees, guys. As you can remember from the previous slide, we only planned to plant 100 trees. But then after this activity, we were able to plant 700 mangroves in the Barangay Alitap, Mauban, Quezon. So we also gave them 25 packs of vegetable seedlings for all those who participated and volunteered during this activity. So we had 25 volunteers. We are super happy that even in a short period of time of planning, still there are still people who wants to join and volunteer, especially in this kind of activity. So for our outcome indicator, this is the before as well as the after part. So the before, no one, I mean, only 95% of these of the participants or the volunteers had experienced tree planting before. And the next part is knows the importance, and the last part is those who believes in the long-term or the positive impact of these kinds of activity, not only for the environment, but also for the people or the community itself, guys. So we're really happy about the outcomes of this survey. So this last activity, I wasn't able to add this during the data presentation, but then I add this here because this was just held last June 12 or the Independence Day. So this activity was a collaboration with United Taytay, SMPI, and Project Libot. So here we were able to cut grasses or the tall grasses that may cause wildlife or danger to the people around this community. See, this was actually here from our community. So with Project Libot, SMPI, and United Taytay, we all gathered donations and we gave food packs also for those who participated in this activity. We were really happy because there are lots of parents and even these adults that are really happy because they do not know that there are still kinds of these activities or these projects that helps the community. So I'm really happy and we're all very grateful for these people, guys. Don't be too shocked because they have like bolos and itak or like big knives. It's like the Independence Day and like let's fight for the environment. Let's go green. Actually, that's our slogan for that day. Let's go green. So actually, Project Libot did not end. Don't want to end this kind of opportunity just until this month or until June because Project Libot has our future projects in line. So we have using our social media accounts, there are people that are connecting with us and are asking if we could be part of their or collaborate with them for their different activities, also for their social or their local municipalities. Number 1 is the tree planting in Cavite. Number 2 is the tree planting alongside Simona River. This tree planting alongside Simona River was also a collaboration between Project Libot, SMPI, and the United Taytay. So the other part is wherein we were invited to have a vertical farming seminar and demo with the barangay officials, not only here in our barangay, but also to all barangays here in Taytay. So we're really glad that this project that was created with M.I.C is really taking a big step for change, not only for all the participants, the team members, the whole M.I.C project, but also for everyone. So, ayon, lastly, we would like to emphasize that we should choose green and make a difference. Thank you. That would be all. If you have any questions, please do feel free. Feel free to raise any questions. I'm sorry if I talk too fast because, there's a limit or time limit for the presentation. But I hope that my presentation is good and you were able to understand Project Libot well. Thank you.
Thank you. We will have a Q&A time. Do you have any question?
Choo-choo.
Yes, Mr. Jin, please.
Thanks for your presentation. And it's very interesting to see that you set up a principle by yourself and make output indicator every activity you did. So it's very impressive. And I'm just wondering that after your journey up to now, do you have any plan to make or change a business among your activity you did? I mean, you already mentioned that your future project, but I'm wondering if you want to take it as a project or activity or business. That's my question.
I think we will stick with what we are doing right now. We created different kinds of activities because I believe that different communities have their different concerns about their environmental issues. So some may have issues, concerns with their rivers, their canals, or some may have issues about tree plantings or materials or waste materials they have in their community. So I think the plan of Project Libot is not just creating it as a project, but creating more activities so that many communities can benefit from these kinds of activities. So Project Libot is open to any kinds of environmental activities that will help them. Anyone who can, move forward and ask for our assistance or our help, Project Libot is open. It's very well open.
Do you have another question? Mr. No, please.
It was impressive to do a lot of activities in a short time. Among the three social actings, which one has the public become most aware of regarding environment problems? And why do you think this is the case?
I think for me, all of these problems are really rampant in the Philippines because as I said, different communities, different cities, or different places in the Philippines have their own environmental issues. So I might not say one, but all of this is really rampant and it really calls for movements and activities for us to help. So I might not say just only one because all of it is really important that we should create these kinds of activities. Continue. Yes. That's all.
Mrs. Cho, please.
Thank you for your presentation. I was impressed with the tree planting. Then you mentioned that you got a donation from the LGU for the seedlings. So I wonder, how do you deal with the government? And then how do you convince them to donate the seedlings for your project?
Actually, in the Philippines, most of the local governments have their Department of Environmental and Natural Resources. If you ask or request for seedlings from these local governments, they're willing to give as long as they have the seedlings itself, because they culture these seedlings first, because before they were able to provide or donate it. So it's free. So it's easy to ask request from them, because they really want to help also. Actually, as we create or plan for this activity, they're really happy, because as what they say, there are only few projects in the Philippines that are really pushing for these kinds of activities. So they're really helpful during this activity.
Okay. Do you have any question? Okay. If you don't have any question, we'll end the presentation time. So give her a big applause.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you.
We will start the social action contest again. Please turn on the camera. Okay, are you ready? Let's meet the three teams that have been waiting for a long time. The third presentation team is Project Dumaga. Deji will present social action. Please share the PPT file on the screen, and if you're ready, start the presentation. Everyone, please applause.
Okay, are you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, full screen, full screen. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. I am Seiji, and on behalf of my group, I am thrilled to welcome you to this presentation about our exciting social action. So today we are embarking on an adventure that will not only bring magic, but also ignite positive change in the lives of our chosen community. Okay, so we already have testimonials from Ate Gina and from the Light with Hope, and the trip was not that easy. But our question is, are you ready to join us on this incredible journey? If yes, fasten your seatbelts, because by the end of this presentation, you might just find yourself taking the road less traveled. Get ready to be inspired and discover the extraordinary possibilities that lie ahead. Okay, so to give you an overview, we are the Project Dumagat, also known as Dumag Act. Our mission is to provide assistance to the Dumagat tribe, an indigenous community in the Philippines. Through this project, we aim to make a meaningful impact and improve the lives of the Dumagat tribe. Okay, so Project Dumag Act, kabalikat ng Dumagat, translates to Dumag Act, partner of the Dumagat. So this initiative signifies a collaborative and supportive relationship between the project and the Dumagat community. So it reflects the commitment to working together with the Dumagat people, acknowledging their knowledge, culture, and aspirations. So the term kabalikat is a Tagalog word which came from the root word balikat, or shoulder in English. So this word has a lot of symbolism, but for our team, it emphasizes the spirit of unity, cooperation, and mutual support in achieving our shared goal with our chosen community. So the Dumagat people are one of the 110 major indigenous groups in the Philippines. So they are believed to be one of the earliest settlers in the country and primarily inhabit the mountainous regions of Luzon. So our chosen community is situated in Sitio Carahumi, San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. So if you're coming from the dormitory in Manila, it will take you 2 hours to arrive using public transportation, covering a total travel distance of 40 kilometers. So why we need to help the Dumagats? Why support the Dumagat community? So like many other indigenous groups, the Dumagats are confronted with numerous social problems and injustices. So our team aims to shed light on these issues, focusing on areas such as healthcare or medical, education, and the environment, as well as the overall well-being of the community. So our social mission is to achieve net positive externalities by providing support through training programs, improve community facilities, and promote and raise awareness for the Dumagat tribe. Okay, so we have identified 3 significant social problems that require our attention. So let's take a moment to discuss one by one in detail. Okay, so for medical, we want to highlight the challenges faced with the Dumagat community. So they encounter a lack of health awareness, limited access to medical supplies and equipment, and the shortage of medical personnel. So this leads to ineffective prevention and treatment of common illnesses, compromised healthcare services, and difficulties in receiving timely medical attention. So emphasizing the timely medical attention, it's important to note that reaching the nearest public hospital requires a 1-hour journey covering 18 kilometers. So from Sitio Karahumi, our chosen community, you need to travel 1 hour going to the nearest public hospital. So the lack of proper infrastructure and highways adds complexity to their access, hindering their ability to receive immediate medical care. Okay, so for the education sector in the Dumagat community, it is also plagued by various issues. So the lack of educational materials and equipment limits students' access to quality learning resources, hindering their educational progress and development. So additionally, the absence of suitable classrooms further exacerbates the educational challenges faced by the students and the community. So the inadequate infrastructure affects the overall learning environment and impedes the delivery of effective and inclusive education. So as you can see in the picture, this is the iPad classroom or the Indigenous People Education Classroom in Sitio Karahumi. So this classroom was being shared by 77 students from the community. So as you can see, it is not well ventilated, and also there is no division. So imagine this is being shared between kinder to grade 6. So this is not really conducive for learning. Okay, so for the third social problem, we want to highlight the 2 pressing challenges faced by the Dumagat community. First one is the deforestation, and next is the land ownership disputes. So these issues are intricately linked and have severe implications for the well-being of the community. So deforestation harms their environment, causing soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, and reduced resources. While the other one, land ownership claims by entities like the Central Bank of the Philippines or the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas further jeopardize their well-being. So if the bank succeeds, the Dumagat people will be displaced from their homes. So adding this to their problem on how they will make their livelihood more sustainable. So here are the social actions that we have performed to address the social problems that we have identified. So in response to the urgent call for help from the Dumagat community in terms of medical, we have provided essential medical supplies and equipment. So this include a blood pressure monitor, weighing scale, nebulizer, thermometer, oximeter, first aid kits, alcohol, and over-the-counter drugs. So our aim is to address their medical needs and empower them to effectively manage their health. So for education, our group is committed to providing more than just a temporary solution. So we strive to implement long-lasting and sustainable actions that create a lasting impact. So to achieve this, we have undertaken both short-term and long-term projects focused on igniting positive change, particularly in the education sector. So we will be discussing our short-term and long-term actions in detail. So for the first short-term project, it is the provision of school supplies to the Dumagat children, on which we are able to provide 100 sets of school supplies, such as notebooks, pencils, crayons, erasers, band papers, tracing papers, and old books. So for the second short-term project, it is the launching of the Dumag-Ak Lifeline project. So the purpose of this activity is to be the source of income for the rehabilitation of iPad classroom, and also to empower the dreams of the Dumagat children. So for this project, we have let the kids draw their dream jobs on the bamboo coin banks. So this activity will be the symbol of hope and motivation, knowing that there are individuals or organizations like us supporting them in achieving their aspirations. So for the long-term projects, our first long-term project for education involves the installation of a vertical axis turbine with an Arduino-based solar tracker. So this project became possible through our partnership with the electrical engineering students of TUP Manila. So this project aims to harness wind and solar energy to power electric fans and bulbs in the iPad classroom, or in the indigenous people education classroom. So in the future, we hope to expand its capabilities to support computer setups and TV monitors, enhancing the teaching experience. So our team, luckily being the group of an electrical and electronics engineer, are embracing renewable energy to create a sustainable learning environment for the Dumagat community. So our second long-term project for the education sector involves the construction of a kabalikat classroom in iPad and Sitio Karahume Elementary School. So this project has been made possible through our partnership with BMB Steel Philippines. So originally, the plan was to construct a concrete classroom. However, due to land dispute with the Central Bank of the Philippines, our team, in collaboration with the Dumagat community, has decided to build a classroom using lightweight materials. So the target completion date for this project is July 2023. So the two red boxes in the picture represent the proposed locations for the classroom construction. For the environment and our community, we have accomplished two projects, one short-term project and one long-term. So for the short term, we have provided solar-powered bulbs to 11 Dumagat families in a partnership with Light with Hope. So also we would like to mention again and express our gratitude to Light with Hope and our Hope Planet Philippines family, Ate Gina and Tita Susette, for joining us on this activity. So this is the activity that they are mentioning a while ago, on which they have accompanied us in giving this 11 solar-powered bulb to the Dumagat families. So that's our short-term project. For the long-term, as part of our long-term action, we have introduced the concept of regenerative farming to Sitio Karahume in partnership with Plant Serie. So this project aims to provide a sustainable source of meat and eggs by giving 100 chickens and 5 hogs or domesticated pig to the Dumagat community. So we will also teach them how to feed the chickens and the pigs using resources available within their vicinity, such as leftover food and plants. So by implementing regenerative farming practices, we aim to promote self-sufficiency and resource optimization within the community. Okay, so for everyone who's not aware what is regenerative agriculture or what is regenerative farming, so regenerative farming is an agricultural approach that focuses on improving soil health, biodiversity, and ecosystem resilience. So it involves practices like cover cropping, crop rotation, and minimal tillage to enhance soil structure and promote beneficial microbial activity. So it integrates livestock, on which our case is chicken and pigs. So emphasizes water management and aims to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and sequester carbon. So regenerative farming aims to create a sustainable and resilient food system while benefiting farmers, communities, and the environment. So for the future opportunities, if the pilot run of this regenerative farming is successful, the Dumagat community will be able to supply free-range chicken eggs and meat for sale in the market. So additionally, we have plans to cultivate dragon fruit, which can serve as a potential income source for the community. So dragon fruit was chosen due to its low water requirements, minimal maintenance needs, and suitability to the land type in Sitio Carahumi, where the Dumagat community is located. So if we're able to have this in the future, it will become an added source of income for the tribe. So we are really looking forward to make this pilot run of regenerative farming a success. Okay, so now let's discuss the impacts. So for the medical impact, for this activity, we're able to provide medical support or services to 300 plus individuals in the Dumagat community. So we would like to highlight here that because of the small help that we have provided to the community, it will result to a decrease of 1 hour travel time if they will go to the nearby hospital. So the third one is to enhance a sense of empowerment and agency among Dumagat individuals as they gain knowledge and skills to make informed decisions about their health, leading to improved health awareness and self-care practices. Second one is for the education impact. So 77 students of IPED, Indigenous People Education, and 180 students from Sitio Carahumi Elementary School in the Dumagat community were benefited from educational support or programs. This is through the provision of the educational materials as well as for the construction of the Kabalikat classroom. So second is to strengthen intergenerational knowledge transfer as Dumagat students gain a deeper understanding and appreciation of their own culture and traditions through educational programs that incorporate indigenous knowledge and practices. So we are in collaboration with the teachers of Dumagat in printing the necessary Dumagat materials, so they have their own language. So we are working with them to make some banners that will be posted to the Kabalikat classroom. Then third one is to improve collaboration and partnerships between teachers, students, and parents, fostering a supportive and inclusive educational environment where students' individual needs and strengths are recognized and nurtured. Okay, so for the third one, community environmental impact is to heighten sense of pride and ownership among Dumagat community members in the rehabilitated iPad classroom as it becomes a symbol of community development and progress. So also improve waste management. This is through the regenerative farming, leading to a cleaner and healthier environment for Dumagat residents and a reduction in environmental pollution. So also for the community environmental impact is to increase community awareness and engagement in sustainable practices such as conservation efforts, organic farming, or the protection of natural resources, resulting in a stronger connection to and stewardship of their ancestral lands. Okay, so next is for the awareness and support or impact for this one. So we have increased recognition and understanding among the broader city population about the cultural heritage, challenges, and needs of the Dumagat community, fostering empathy and support. So for this one, for the awareness and support, we have confidently say that we are able to raise awareness to the community because through our social campaign, we're able to secure not just one, but 3 long-term project partnership. So all of the partnerships that I have mentioned, we have just secured that through our social media campaign. So furthermore, we have been able to raise awareness among community members, making them aware of the Dumagat people's needs and the importance of extending help to the Dumagat community. So even the students, they are buying our bamboo banks. So we are raising awareness and support to the chosen community.
I'm sorry, Freddy. The time is over.
Okay. So to end this presentation, our unwavering commitment to the Dumagat community drives us to take action, no matter how small it may seem. But again, on behalf of my group, Angelica, Jerickson, and Mike, we took the road less traveled by, and we hope we made a difference. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Cedric. We will have Q&A time. Do you have any question? Yes, Mr. Go, please. Mr. Go, sorry, I can't hear.
I'm moved by your great interest in Dumagat community. Long-term plans seems to cost a lot of money. Are you sure you are going to proceed? And how can you make them happen?
Okay, thank you for that question, sir. As mentioned, because of this campaign, we're able to secure partnership, not just by a small company, but big companies here in the Philippines. So for the construction of the classroom, we have a partner with BMB Steel Philippines. So sorry, I don't have enough time, but in that partnership, they will be funding us to create not only one classroom, but 2 classrooms for the Dumagat community. The next one is for the regenerative farming. I do believe that this will cost a lot of money, but again, we have secured partnership with Plan Serie. So the Plan Serie will provide those 100 chickens and 5 pigs to be donated to the Dumagat community.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any question? Yes, Mr. Kim, please.
Thanks for your presentation. And personally, it is very good to see that. Your approach. You divide into short-term and long-term project in medical and education and community and environment. So it was very good. I think it was very good approach. And I just have just one question. And what's your teammates' personal motivation to be concerned to Magat community? That's my question.
Okay, so I do believe that all of my teammates, we are all dreamers, but we are not just dreaming for ourselves, but we are also dreaming for other people. So seeing firsthand the condition of the Dumagat community, it gives us drive to go back every Sunday, not every week, but at least one Sunday every month to give to extend our hands to the community. So with that drive, with the dream of not just dreaming for ourselves, but also for other people. So my teammate also give their wholehearted self to make this all of these things happen.
Okay, we don't have much time, so I will take one more question. Do you have any question? Yes, Mr. Choi, please.
Okay, it's very impressive, and as I know, community development is not easy job, but you are doing great. What do you think the success factor of your project in Dumagat? What is the most important factor when you are carrying out your project for the last several months?
Sorry, the success factor.
What makes your project so successful when you are doing your job in Dumagat?
Make the project successful.
Yes. Do you have any experience and knowledge when you are doing your project in Dumagat? What did you learn from that experience?
Okay. So I believe that our realization in doing this project is that many groups, I'm not saying the other teams, but in general, there are a lot of NGO helping many different communities, but they are giving or extending just a minimal support. Like for example, a simple one-day activity for the community. But for me, for you to be able to have a more sustainable, or for you to have, making your community a more independent community in the future, you just need to extend your help to them, not just once, but in the process. So what we are doing for this project, we have planned long-term projects for only one community, which is for the Dumagat community, because we are aiming, maybe not next year, but hopefully in the near future, maybe 2 years or 3 years after, the Dumagat community can survive on their own without the help of any NGO, without the help of any private companies. So that's our goal. And that's our realization in doing this project.
Okay, thank you, Cedric. Give him a big applause. Dandred, Nina, are you ready? The next team is Purple Hearts. Dandred, Nina will present social action. Please share the PPT file on the screen, and if you are ready, turn on the timer and start the presentation. Everyone, please applause.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes, Dandre.
Okay.
Can you also hear me? Sorry.
Yes. Okay, so good day everyone. I'm Dan from Purple Hearts. And before anything else, yes, Nina, go ahead.
Okay. So hi everyone, I'm Ninya, the other presenter for this team, and the other one on the photo, that's Bright. Unfortunately, he is unable to join us here in our Zoom meeting because he has to attend their team building in their company. So back to you, Dandre.
So before anything else, I'll just introduce again our group, Purple Hearts. Why Purple Hearts? Color purple has been associated with disability, and it symbolizes their positive narrative contribution in the workforce. And hearts, which we associate to solicitude that implies great concern with PWDs.
Okay, so and then we chose the tagline inclusivity beyond diversity, because the idea here is that we want everyone, all types of people, including the disabled persons, to be a part of our society despite the differences without discrimination. And we want to create a sense of belongingness specifically to the PWDs and for them to have equal opportunities. So throughout our presentation, you will see the social media platforms at the bottom part of your screen. So if you haven't followed our pages, kindly do so, and you can check our activities there. So next slide, Dandre.
So this organization main advocacy is to help raise awareness that person with disability are capable, no different to any other person, and should have equal opportunities. So here are some pictures. Okay. So upon doing some plannings regarding the first action that we need to do, we've come up to visiting PWDs as our first activity. Why? Because we want to know that what they experienced or encountered as PWD, the challenges, the discrimination they have faced, and knowing their hearts should be our first start. And we can say that it's a good start because we are able to interact with this person. We are able to put ourselves on their shoes by sharing their stories. We've learned a lot. And the women and the man in the picture is Mrs. Fe and Ezekiel Viray. Fe is the wife who was considered who is considered as PWD for her dwarfism. She has experienced discrimination throughout her life. The hardest is when her kids were still going to school. People were shouting "Unano" even while they are just walking and her children were also bullied by other kids. They just leave us a message by sharing their stories. They said that we non-disabled persons should be thankful on what we have, because we have a normal body, complete body parts, and we should learn how to respect those disabled person. It's hard. It's heartbreaking to know that there are people who don't seem to know the negative impact of what they are doing, the bullying, the discriminating. But despite those negative stories, happiness dominated our hearts while interviewing them, because they keep on being positive despite the hardships they have been through. The next one will be explained by Nina. Okay, so here are some pictures. This is us with Mr. and Miss Viray in their humble home.
Okay, so we had a second visit to a PWD named Edgar Vargas. So Mr. Edgar Vargas, also known as Tolpu, he is 62 years old, a PWD residing at Likaw-Likaw, Bulacan. So Mr. Edgar wasn't born disabled. He previously works as a bus driver at Tronco and shared that he lost his leg because of a horrible bus accident. So aside from the PWD that Dandra mentioned, which was born with disability, this man that you can see in the photo, you can see that his leg was just amputated due to the accident. So it's hard for him to cope up because also he shared to us that the bus conductor during that time died. So we can't imagine how devastating that was for him and how he was able to move on with his life. So next slide, please. So Mr. Edgar left an advice to his fellow PWDs that if they call you names, just let them. So he firmly believes that what goes around comes around. Despite being bullied by other people, he still chose to be a good man and put his trust to God. He chose to be strong and continue his life. So Mr. Edgar, he was very positive in life despite all the hardships he experienced. So we really saw how he brings joy by spreading good vibes to everyone. He's very funny also during our interview. So next slide, please. Okay, so last May 20, we did a PWD awareness campaign. So for this campaign, we thought of an activity where we can spread awareness outside the social media platforms. So we came up with the Ride for a Cause. So we invited some riders who can join us. So we went on a road trip in the Marilake Highway, and we had some stopovers and shared our advocacy with every people that we met during those stopovers. So on that photo, you can see those are the joiners we had. So the goal to spread the PWD awareness was made possible through the cyclists, bikers, and photographers that we met in Marilake Highway. So you will see that on the next slide. So next slide, please. Okay, so this is one of our best photo during the campaign. So this was taken by one of the photographers we met. He shared this to us on our Facebook page. So next slide, please. Okay, so these are the group photos we had with the photographers and the cyclists. So during the campaign, we explained to all the participants our goal as a team, how they can help and be a part of our future activities. And we also shared some information on how to interact and communicate with PWDs whenever they encounter them, to end discrimination and to remind them that PWDs are part of our community and should be given equal opportunities. So here after the event, we were able to reach out to those people we met through our social media accounts, and we were able to extend our gratitude in giving us their small amount of time for giving us the chance to share our advocacy to them. So we can say that our campaign was successful because we were able to share our advocacy to the other people, and we were able to spread awareness outside the social media platforms. So next slide, please.
For our next activity, it is the store visit. After the PWD awareness campaign, we have planned to visit a store, and we're lucky that Nina has a friend who manages and hires PWDs as their store partners. So this store is Chiu 23, located at Cubao, Quezon City, a non-profit social business with a mission to provide decent work and income opportunities for vulnerable people, most especially the deaf and low-income women. And one of the main goal is to increase their confidence and improve their roles within their families, communities, and society. The woman in the picture is Helen, the deaf staff supervisor of the branch. So here are some pictures. And don't worry, if you do not know how to use sign language, we can communicate to them through English writing. And upon visiting on the store, we also explained our goal and what is the advocacy of the Purple Hearts. Yeah, and so as you can see in the picture, there are some reminders. Then we discuss the our advocacy.
Okay, so we had a second store visit with Sigla Mini Mart, which is located in Camp Crame, Quezon City. So this is also a nonprofit social business with a mission to provide decent work and income opportunities for the vulnerable people, most especially the deaf and low-income women, to increase their confidence and improve their roles within their families, communities, and society. So their mission is to improve the standard of living of the deaf, people with hearing differences, and other vulnerable groups through businesses such as food service and food production and manufacturing. So here they sell vegan products. So if you want to buy those healthy foods, you can check their social media and order online. So we want to share to you their mission to serve as an inspiration that we can also create such business that doesn't only provide personal income, but we can also change someone's life. So next slide, please. Okay, so we met Emil, one of the store staff there. So we communicated with her through English writing, and we also showed her our Facebook page and shared our advocacy. And she really took her time to understand our advocacy. And then we did a group photo with her, and we did the sign language, which means I love you. So she's very friendly with all the customers there. So we already posted the stores on our social media accounts to promote their business for a wider audience. And we also bought items from their store during our visit. So our initial goal is to get to have even one PWD to be employed. But as of the moment, they have no vacant positions in their store, but we will continue to be in touch with them to know if there will be job opportunities to PWD, especially those who are in need. So next slide, please.
So for our future activity, we have the Grain Foundation visit. This organization is a non-government organization dedicated to serving marginalized people, especially a person with disability. We are in touch with the foundation since April, but they were in SEM break until May. And during that month, we focused on PWD awareness campaign and production of our t-shirts and merchandise materials. We reach out again to them, but the supervisor that we can speak to is out of office and will be available next week. So for upcoming activity, visiting the foundation will be the next step because currently they are partner of different stores, so we can expand our connection and we can also provide them assistance that they need.
Okay, so as you can see here on our screen, these are the results of our social media campaign. So since one of our goals is to spread awareness, so here are our top 2 posts who got the highest with the most like. One of the post is the Ride for a Cause, our PWD awareness campaign. It reached 3,642 people and got 741 post engagements, which is the like, share, comments, and interactions. So our top post was our interview with a couple with dwarfism. It reached 4,460 people and had 730 post engagement. So initially, our goal is to only get 100 based on our previous presentation. So this is our final result. So currently we have 362 followers, and for the past 3 months and had 6,500 people that we reached. So it means that there are almost 7,000 people who saw our social media campaigns. And then we can say that we were able to meet our expectation for the past 3 months with our social media campaigns, and we are happy to see that it reached a lot of people and we were able to spread awareness through our social media accounts. So we also received some messages from people from different places asking how they can help and how they can join our activities. So maybe we are looking forward for our future activities with them. So okay. Okay, so that ends our presentation. So thank you everyone for listening. Stay tuned for more updates in our social media accounts, and we hope that you can join our future activities. We also hope that whatever we started, we will continue in the little ways we can.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just in time.
Thank you. We will have Q&A time. So do you have any question? Yes, Mrs. Cho, please.
Thank you for your presentation. I really respect your effort to know and understand the situation from the PWD, and you really physically visit the stores and then you really try to make it promotion. So I really love that your activities. But I really wonder, how do you think of the sustainability of these activities? Maybe there should be the strong motivation to push through. So I would like to know, how do you think about the sustainability of this project? Thank you.
I think that if we were able to we will have a strong partnership with the foundation that we mentioned, and we will be able to provide job opportunities to the PWDs. It will be a great help to them and also their family.
Do you have any question? Yes, Mr. No, please.
I'm impressed by your interest in disability. How is the job environment for disabled people in the Philippines? And would you tell me the specific results or achievements of activities to increase PWD awareness?
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
How is the job environment for disabled people in the Philippines? And would you tell me the specific results or achievements of activities that increase PWD awareness?
Okay. So regarding that question, I can say that for the awareness, we reach people, and those people that we reach, non-disabled and disabled person, we can coordinate with them so that they can help us by raising awareness and giving some opportunity to those disabled person.
Okay. Do you have any questions? No more questions? Okay, if you don't have any questions, I will end the presentation time. Thank you, Sandra and Nina. Give them a big applause.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Last na.
Kinai, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready po.
Joshua, Shallow, Katsumi with pleasant social action. The last team is Kinai. Please, if you are ready, turn on the timer and start the presentation. Everyone, please applaud.
Hello, everyone. We are Lucky 9. And first of all, thank you, B Society and M.I.C Project for this opportunity. We are so excited to present to you the results of our social action plan. Next slide, please. We know that Philippines, as a tropical country, is prone in disasters, especially super typhoons. And the experience between a rich person and a poor person during disasters are always different. And these disasters are sometimes caused by environmental or climate change. And to specify and further discuss, let's go to Mount Palagbag. Mount Palagbag is a well-known mountain in Barangay San Isidro, Montalban, Rizal, for its perfect structure for hiking and camping site as the reason why it became the main income source of the people there. But behind this beautiful mountain, calamities happen. Next slide, please. In 2020, Montalban, Rizal is declared under state of calamity last Typhoon Ulysses. Yearly, forest fire has become usual in Mount Palagbag, whether it's accidental or from climate change. And with these calamities, it affects the people of Mount Palagbag. We have visited Mount Palagbag and met our wonderful tour guide, Kuya Anthony. Mount Palagbag, and he told us that Mount Palagbag has 300 plus tour guides, but only 100 plus are active. Although summer is their peak season of tourism, especially on weekends, the number of tourists are decreasing yearly, caused by the slowly destroying of Mount Palagbag. Touring is their main job of the people there. If Mount Palagbag won't keep its beauty, it's a heavy loss for the people of Barangay San Isidro. And with these problems, we came up with two goals. First goal is to launch an on-ground campaign that will gather volunteers around the country, helping to raise funds that will support the needs of the community and sustain the beauty of Mount Palagbag. Our second goal is to raise awareness about the protection and tourism of Mount Palagbag through a social media campaign. And to achieve these two goals, we came up with the big idea, Lakbay Pag-asa, or Journey of Hope in English translation. But what is Lakbay Pag-asa? Lakbay Pag-asa is a fun-filled and educational fundraising program that promotes environmental protection and climate change awareness by organizing hiking and camping activities. We aim to create a community of volunteers whose mission is to support and participate in helping a better environment and the communities benefiting from it. What is Lakbay Pag-asa on ground? To start the journey, may I call Josue?
So to start the journey with us, get ready as we prepare for our morning hike and camping night. So before we start, we invited everyone to be part of our journey. So for only 2,000 pesos or 45,000 Korean won, inclusions are already part of this: transportation, tour guide fee, tent accommodation for sharing, camping site fee, environmental fee in the Mount Balagbag, and we already hosted their meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Imagine for that 45,000 won, we will be also helping them by planting 50 trees, and at the same time giving emergency kit and vegetable seeds. So to start more with our journey, this is our Lakbay Pag-asa hike and camp for a cause in a nutshell. Imagine how colorful, how green and lively our activities align to the target market or to our volunteers. So this project came up with a 5 focus of specific campaigns. First, we have this Lakbay Gulay. This is a community garden project to help the community. Second, we have the Puno ng Pag-asa or a tree planting project. And the Laging Handa Kit, which is the emergency kit distributed to our tour guides. Fourth, we have the Lakbay Aral or the educational program for kids discussing the significant topics for disaster, environmental, and climate change, most especially that they are the vulnerable ones in these topics. Lastly, we did the Makulay na Lakbay or recycling program through arts and craft with the used plastic bottles in the community. So to start the journey, I'll tell you the story of Lakbay Gulay. So this is a community garden project in the mountain where we have planted already the 9 kinds of vegetable seeds. Eggplant, chili, calamansi, upo, pumpkin, tomato, onion, pechay, and ampalaya. So total of 70 seeds in whole campaign. So to sustain our project in terms of sustainability, we have asked our partner tour guide, Kuya Anthony, who is the caretaker of the project in Mount Balagbag. So in a weekly basis, he is updating us on the progress of our seeds. And second journey is the Puno ng Pag-asa. This is a tree planting project in Mount Balagbag. Right now, we have planted 5 kinds of fruit-bearing trees: Guimaras mango, santol, avocado, rambutan, and lanzones, with a total of 43 seedlings in Mount Balagbag. So in terms of sustainability, we have surrendered the care of these newly planted trees to Bossing, or the caretaker of the camping site where we stayed for 3 months. And when we plant the tree, we have give them a birth certificate or a welcome to the world where they can name their own trees for their volunteers. Third is the Laging Handa Kit. This is the emergency kit that we really love, and to make this happen, we talk to the tour guides what are the needs when they are touring the travelers. So we have delivered total of 40 emergency kit worth 200 pesos each to our tour guides, because this one is very helpful, most especially if the weather is unfavorable. So the inclusion of each kit is 1 cup, 1 flashlight, 1 whistle, and most importantly, since this is an outdoor activity, a first aid kit. What we really love about this project is the immersion or the Lakbay Aral. This is an educational program for kids discussing the very important topics which they are vulnerable to. We talk about disaster, environment, and climate change. So what we did is we made it a kid-friendly activity and discussion to let them understand the basic of this climate change and environment topic. So in this project, we have distributed 40 school supplies worth 200 pesos each to the 40 kids. And our team conducted storytelling, which is very into the kids, discussing the importance of our selected topics. So we also discussed them how to prevent and survive disasters in their mountain during calamities. Last is the Makulay na Lakbay. This is the recycling program through arts and crafts. Majority of the team members are advertising and public relations graduates. We are into arts and crafts. So we made and do the power of doing creativity with our volunteers. We have recycled 1 sack of plastic bottles that we have used in the Lakbay Gulay project. We also redesigned 3 banners for the whole campaign period. The important thing about this project is to create a plastic-free camping for 3 months. We made sure to have a plastic-free camping for a cost by using eco-friendly equipments and materials. This is where sustainability and efforts of the company came in. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry, that's my father. I hope this is not an emergency thing. Hold on. Okay. For a moment. So
It's okay.
everyone, sila kayo. So again, we made this camping plastic-free camping for our community because this is the main goal. And if you will not do this, this is just a waste of time if you will not do plastic-free camping. So In a nutshell, of this first goal on ground overall results, with the total of 35 campers, we have raised 70,000 pesos. We have raised 31,500, or a total of 45% return of investment, with the elimination of all the expenses needed for the total camping. Overall, we have gathered 35 campers and 8 volunteers, including 8 Hope Planet scholars, including 2 Hope Planet scholars, with a total of 43 participants. So to give just minor or some of the feedbacks, overall with the response and evaluation, we received 9.6 over 10 ratings with our volunteers. Not to mention, they said that if they are recommendation, not because everything was perfect, we did an excellent job in making our day fun and exciting. And we have already increase their interest into hiking and camping for themselves, of course, with helping activities. So with that, I'll turn you over for our second goal, all the social media campaign.
Okay, guys, for our social media campaign, we have Facebook and Instagram accounts. For online projects, we have online invitation for the campers. And then we also have a shirt for a cause because campers, it's campers feedback. That's why we listen. Sorry. And then for those campers or volunteers who are not able to join the camping, they can send their help by online donation. And of course, for our Facebook engagements, these are the proof of Facebook posts of our campers and donors. And also for our Instagram engagements. And as a proof of their participation to make the lakbay more fun, we have provided birth certificates to the campers for them to share their experience and fruit of their participation. And overall, for social media insights, our overall social media activity, we have reached total of 22,974 cumulative reach and impressions. And to continue the presentation, let's have with a total of 10 shirts sold, we have raised 3,990 with a revenue of 1,000 peso. And with the help of our volunteers online who can't make it to the camping, we have raised 5,005 pesos. And to continue the presentation, let's have Shelo.
Thank you, Kat. So we had 3 batches for this hike and camping with a total of 43 campers. And in collaboration with a local government unit, and we donated 40 school supplies to 40 kids as well as 40 emergency kits to our 40 tour guides. We also planted 50 fruit-bearing trees, 3 seedlings, and 70 vegetable seeds planted, as Josue mentioned earlier, and recycled a sack of plastic bottles, and redesigned 3 banners, and we had a total of 20% return of investment. Next, please. And this Lakbay Pag-asa have raised 78,995 in pesos in both social media and on-ground campaign, with a return of investment 37,505 pesos. And to give you a glimpse of what happened during our journey, please enjoy this short video.
Bawat lakbay, dala ay pag-asa.
Bawat lakbay, dala ay pag-asa.
Lakbay!
Sa bawat lakbay,
dala ay pag-asa.
Sa bawat lakbay, dala ay pag-asa.
Maraming salamat, Lakbay Pag-asa!
And this project wouldn't be possible without the help of everyone in our team. So here's our team leader, Chichai. He is the creative head and the team leader. And he kept everything aligned and in motion, including our coordination with the local government unit and making our social media materials. And Josue, on the other hand, as the assistant leader, was responsible for the engagement on social media and during our camping and hikes. And whilst Katsumi, as the production head, was in charge of all the materials and equipment for the whole project. And me, Shelo, as the finance head, I was responsible for the finances, making sure that we maximize our budget. And I also help with the documentation during our activities. And to continue the story, I'll turn you over to Josue.
But wait, our journey doesn't end here because we really love how initiative brought into what is it now. We are excited to share with you that we will be having our second season of Lakbay Pag-asa. So we already asked our volunteers and some of the supporters of the campaign where we will be at. So Mr. No, Mr. Choi, Ms. Cho, and Mr. Kim, we are inviting you for the Lakbay Pag-asa sa Zambales, including your respective organization. So we have already concluded our presentation and we have executed our plan with an extra miles of our campaigns. So again, this is Lakbay Pag-asa and I hope you guys continue the journey with us. Maraming salamat. Kamsahamnida.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. And we are ready for your question and answer questions.
Yes. Do you have any question? Yes, Mr. Kim, please.
Thanks for your presentation. And I'm so disappointed that you didn't invite referees.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now we are inviting you.
I mentioned this to Mr. Choi, Mr. Kim.
Yeah, I'm just joking. And yeah, in your presentation, you mentioned one local government unit, right?
Yes.
And could you explain that what is exactly the local government unit is, and what kind of collaboration did you guys make?
The local government unit is the Barangay San Isidro Annex, which is located in Mount Balagbag. And they helped us by giving us information and approving our letters for us to conduct the projects that we have presented to them. Also, they helped us connect with the kids that we have helped that Josue mentioned earlier, and the places like our camping site, and also help us assisted us with our remaining projects.
Thank you. Do you have any? Yes, Mr. No, please.
Can I? As camping becomes popular in Korea, garbage problems are emerging. How do you think camping activities can be harmonized with your social mission to protect the environment?
As we have mentioned earlier, we tried as much as possible. Our camping is a plastic-free camping. And also, to add more details, Josue, do you
Yeah,
have...
if I may add on that, Mr. No, we make sure that we aligned our projects based on our committed plans to the Bee Society. So all of the overall projects are more on greener towards community and the environment. Aside to that, I think the education is more important, more than that the activities that we did, because that cannot be paid for anything. So we help the children understand the basic needs of the environment because they are the one residing there and how vulnerable they are when it comes to climate change. So I think we aligned it based on what they need and what we want to help in terms of resources to them.
And to add to that, we also made sure that the campers are aware about the situation in Mount Balagbag so that they can share it to when they get back to Manila. Also, protecting Mount Balagbag is also protecting the people who lives there. Thank you.
Is there Georgie who want to question? Yes, Mr. Choi, please.
Yeah, your team members are amazing. It's very interesting. Yes, I have a question. When and where did you guys meet to start
We are
this?
all scholars from YGL po.
So, to give a brief background, we are already part of this organization, our Hope Planet Foundation in the Philippines. So we are scholars, or we are living in the same dormitory. We are supported by the Korean YGL and B Society. They're helping us with the education. And what keep us connected right now is because of the band that we have created in the dormitory. And I think we share the same sentiments and advocacies in life. That is why we came up with this idea.
Also, we came from same school din po.
Yeah, we came from the same state university, which is a public university here in the Philippines. So we know the struggles of the Filipinos well. And we know how to solve because of the studies that you guys are provided to us. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we don't have much time, so I will end the presentation time. Thank you. Give them a big
Thank
applause.
you.
Thank you for your presentation. Please applaud all the teams who have presented so far as a sense of encouragement. Thank you. It's already been on 1 hour again. We are going to take a break to select the winning teams. Before that, we like to explain about the second micro project. Grace will explain about the project. After that, you guys take a break. Please sit down again by 3:35 local time in the Philippines. 심사위원분들은 제가 소회의실에 따로 초대드리도록 하겠습니다.
Hello, Ate Grace. I think your mic is off.
Panalo na. Nakausap na.
Let me start again. I will take it from here for a couple of minutes. I would like to share some information about the second M.I.C project before we take a vote. For the second M.I.C project, there are some important details to consider. In the first term, project targeted Hope Planet alumni, and we recruited a total of 5 teams with 2 to 4 members each. Moving on to the second team, we have expanded the participation scope. Now, not only Hope Planet graduate scholars graduate, but also scholars and accreditants can apply. However, it is required that the team leaders to be an Hope Planet alumni or scholar, and at least half of the team members must also be from Hope Planet. Regarding the duration, the first M.I.C project lasted for 6 months, from promotion and recruitment to the social contest. The social action period itself spanned 3 months. For the second term, we have extended the project duration to 8 months with a social action period of 5 months. This means that teams will have more time to work on their project and carry out their social initiative. A more detailed process about the project will be provided in the next page. Lastly, let's talk about the activity fees and prize money. In the first term of the M.I.C Project, each participant received an activity fee of 8 pesos. Additionally, the social action contest have cash prize with 20,000 pesos for the first place, 10,000 pesos for the second place, and 5,000 pesos for the third place. Now, for the second term, we have made some change. The prize money will be reduced, but the focus will be on increasing the activity fee. Instead of paying per person, we'll pay 35,000 pesos per team. This adjustment aims to provide more support to the teams participating in the project. And next, I will briefly explain the entire schedule of the second M.I.C project. The project planning phase will be completed from June to July of this year. Following that, the publicity and recruitment phase will begin in July. After roughly 3 weeks of recruitment, the selected teams will participate in online workshops, which will be held in August. The teams will then commence their social action activities starting from September. These activities will continue for a duration of 5 months, concluding in January. In February, similar to today's event, a social action contest will be held. For more details and further information will be announced when publicity and recruitment start later. That concludes the information related to the second M.I.C project. If you have any questions and inquiry, please feel free to contact me personally via email or direct message. Please pay a lot of attention to the second M.I.C project. We will take a break until 4:35, so you can come back for 4:35 and see you then.
Everyone, please turn on the camera. Thank you. Finally, the results of the contest came out. Are you all curious? Yes, I'm very curious. Before the results are announced, we will hear from the judge a brief commentary about team presentation. Mrs. Cho, please give a commentary.
Right. So, first of all, thank you for your presentation and your efforts for this content. It's really hard to make a point, and then it's really hard to see which one is the winner for this presentation. Everyone is really good, and all are having a good job for this presentation. So, congratulations. I think this event is really meaningful. First, it's really collaboration between Korea and the Philippines through Zoom. I think everything is possible because there is a support from the backside of the B society and many Koreans and then guidance and the many seniors. So everything is possible because of those love and then encouragement. So I really want to respect and then admire for the B society's effort for this. And then second, for our young Filipinos, actually you're the one who knows well the locals, and then you're the one who can make an impact together with your friends, families, and the communities. So I hope to really encourage you guys to continue this support and then efforts to make a change for the society. And then I think if you feel like we are not professional yet, we are not experts on some technical part, but everything can be done together with your friends. You just have a mind to continue and then make an impact, then there is a way. So on behalf of the judge, we really encourage you and then cheer you, and then we really admire you. Thank you so much. And then nevertheless, you're the winner or not, I hope you enjoy this contest, and then please try to for your second this mic project. Thank you.
Thanks for your nice comments. Before announcing the result, the president of the society who run this project will speak for you. Mr. No, please give some comments.
First of all, you are all champions of my project, regardless of result of this contest. I was deeply touched by your presentation. Your efforts to making positive changes in your community is really encouraging. Please remember that you have the power to make a difference. Your passion and dedication will create a brighter future for everyone. Please continue to move forward, think creatively, and play a role in bringing about change. We will continue to support you. Finally, I would like to applaud all your efforts. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you. Now the results of the contest will be announced. The winning team will be 3 teams. I will announce it in the order of third, first, and second place. Because No will announce the winning team name. After your team award, I'd like you to give us acceptance speech quickly. I will announce third place team. Third place team is
Project Dumaga. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please make your acceptance speech shortly. Who would speak? Where is Dumaga team member?
Hi, everyone. Again, thank you for this opportunity to serve our chosen community. As I am saying to my group mates, even though it's just a third prize, but for me, we are a winner because being able to touch the lives and to ignite positive change to the Dumagat, I think it's a job well done already. So thank you, B Society, for this opportunity, and what you call this, rest assured that we will still continue doing this activity for them, even the project already ends. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Before announcing the second place, I will announce the first place first. The first place team is
Lucky 9.
Thank you. Congratulations, Lucky 9. Please make your acceptance speech short. Who would speak?
Wow. Thank you so much.
So on behalf of our team Lucky 9, thank you for everything, and thank you for sharing your time with us. So I hope and we hope that you continue your journey with us as we continue make it count. So excited to meet everyone again in person. Thank you. We're inviting you again, everyone.
Yeah, Joseph, please invite Mr. Chen, Mr.
Kim,
yeah,
Mr. No, Miss Cho, and everyone in the judge, you are all invited tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You are invited on our next journey. I hope you can make it, especially Korean friends.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The last team is second place team. Please announce second place team. Second place team is
Team Reboot.
Congratulations, Team Libot. Please make your acceptance speech short. Diana?
Go na, Kuya ano.
Please make your acceptance speech short.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for this award. Everything has paid off. All the sleepless nights of all the long journey, the aching feet, the blisters in our feet. Thank you so much. Everything has paid off. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations again. Congratulations on 3 teams. Although only 3 teams were awarded, in fact, all teams deserve the award. Everyone worked hard to solve the social problems in the Philippines, even though they have a job. So please give a big applause to all the teams that did a really great social action. And the society prepared a supplies and small gift because all the teams worked hard. We prepared money for dinner so that our team members can have time to enjoy together. We left money for dinner to Ate Gina, so everyone make appointments and have a dinner whenever you guys are available. Promise one thing, please upload a proof shot on Instagram. And please tag out official M.I.C Instagram, okay? It's really time for the contest to end. Thank you for being with us for a long time on Saturday. Before it ends, there is a must-to-do ceremony. It's a group photo. So we will take only 2 poses. The first one is the M.I.C Project pose, just like the character on the background. So raise your index finger and pose freely. If I say 하나, 둘, 셋 in Korean, please strike a pose, okay? Okay. 하나, 둘, 셋, 치즈. Okay, thank you. The last one is a wacky pose. You know, it's a funny pose. If I say 하나, 둘, 셋 in Korean, please strike a funny pose. This is the last picture. Please do your best. 하나, 둘, 셋. Okay, good. Thank you. That's perfect. It's really time for us to end. Thank you for your participation for a long time. I hope to see you again through the second project. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Ate Gina.
Ate Gina, thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
So much.
Bye-bye.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ate Yoshi.
I miss you, Ate.